The dark corridor. In an old and large mansion, tucked away in a remote village, lived a girl named Emily. The mansion was known by the villagers as cursed, and no one wanted to approach it. When Emily moved into the mansion with her family, she immediately felt its eerie atmosphere. The creaky wooden floors, dark and cold rooms, and constant whispers always made her uneasy. One night, while Emily was sleeping in her room, she noticed a beam of light coming from under her door. Normally, all the lights would be off. When she got up and slightly opened the door, she saw someone walking in the corridor. But this person was neither her mother nor her father. It was a tall, thin figure with an indistinguishable face. Emily quietly stepped into the corridor and began to follow the figure. The silhouette was heading towards the darkest and oldest part of the mansion. Emily had never been to this section before, and the door was usually locked. But that night, the door was ajar, and a cold breeze was seeping through. Summoning her courage, she fully opened the door and stepped inside. The room was filled with old and dusty furniture, with faded portraits hanging on the walls. Just as Emily thought she had lost the figure, she heard a rustling sound from the corner of the room. Slowly, she approached the corner and saw a wardrobe door opening on its own. The inside of the wardrobe was pitch black. Emily wanted to retreat in fear, but her curiosity got the better of her, and she leaned towards the wardrobe. At that moment, she felt a cold touch on her shoulder. She turned around quickly, but no one was there. As she scanned the room, she saw the silhouette standing in the other corner. The figure slowly approached her, and Emily's heart started pounding. As she took another step back, her foot caught on a stone on the ground, and she fell. The silhouette was now towering over her, and Emily could see its face clearly. The face was horrifically distorted, with empty, hollow eyes. The figure bent towards Emily and let out a silent scream. Desperate to escape this terrifying sight, Emily quickly got up and ran out of the room. As she sprinted down the dark corridor, she could feel the cold breath behind her. When she reached her room and shut the door, she felt her heart pounding as if it would burst out of her chest. She heard scratching sounds on the other side of the door for a while, but then everything went silent. The next morning, Emily told her family what had happened, but no one believed her. However, from that night on, she decided never to wander around the mansion alone and always locked her door at night. Years later, research on the mansion revealed that the wardrobe in the room concealed the skeleton of a maid who had disappeared years ago. Emily realized that the figure she saw that night was the restless spirit trying to communicate with her. However, even this truth was not enough to alleviate the fear she had experienced.